This is cheesy like hell, I'm sorry. Hello, my fellow internet users. It's me, Paul, back. Again, really back in my studio, Warsaw, Poland. I've been having a short one-week vacation. So it's been some time since we last spoke. I hope you're fine with it. I'm back on the track. And yeah, I needed this vacation. I needed to take a couple of pictures. I spoke to a couple of people, some short road trips, because I just realized when having my vacation that I was really extremely tired after last year, guys. I had no breaks in rebuilding the studio after the flood that happened to me, then taking jobs, doing the jobs, vlogging, etc., etc. This is not meant to be negative. This is just stating the fact that I was completely overworked. And my first thought for today, do not get overworked. It's never, ever worth it. And I'm a living example of that. This is not the topic for today, of course. The topic also is not that I installed finally this new air conditioner. Yeah, it's here. The topic is that the guys from Sound Particles reached out to me and they said, hey, would you like to try our products? I know your products, dear Sound Particles, because your flagship Sound Particles are quite well known in game dev industry, for example, and it's a highly regarded tool and everybody knows it. I didn't know, though, that you've got two panners called Energy Panner and Brightness Panner. And, well, Creative Panning, I know nothing about it, so I'm gonna jump right into the plugins. But you have to know, guys, that I'm an indie specialist and reviewer here. If I don't like your panners, please don't be mad at me, because I'm gonna just say it right away. Let's get into them. You know what? I never produce live for you on the go, right? I keep repeating, I'm a producer. So let's create something and let's produce on the go. And I feel like creating something light, funny today, maybe even comedy style. And next time you can expect that it's gonna be something totally different, like Tech House Loop, for example. Because I have to tell you, I keep my genres really diverse and I try to excel in many, many things, because this is what I believe. That makes me a better musician. This is cheesy like hell, I'm sorry. I mean, okay, I wanted to make it funny, comedy style, so yeah, here we go. Very funny, very comedy style, especially the solo. But you know what? I wrote a couple of children's songs in my life, so maybe that's my new children's song to be used in any of my further projects, maybe. Anyway, I've mixed it already. Take a look. I've created some subgroups like low drums or heads, and then a group called drums. I mixed bass, keys, sequence, and solo separately using mainly Universal Audio and FabFilter plugins. We're not gonna dissect this mix. It's a really quick pre-mix. It all took me like 15, maximum 20 minutes, so it's not really important. It's just an example, a funny, I hope, example. And my panners are already installed, and this is absolutely my first contact with them. I know nothing about them. And yeah, let's start with the keys. I have my panner installed here, and let's take a look at the interface. This is the interface. Nice, clean. Do I understand it so far? No, I have to see it working. So I'll just solo the keys and I press play. The sound is in mono, but I suppose this is not the way it has to be. I've got something called start from point. Aha, so this is, I start from this point and move this point. That means it is mono probably, and then start from speakers. What's this? And define the endpoint. Aha, okay. Well, it's kind of intuitive. It's not typical from what I can see here, but I do understand this really quickly, which is good. Let's play it now. Okay, the more energy, the more SPL, the more DBFS, the more centered it is, and it moves centered to the mono, and then the reverb tail goes stereo again. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I know nothing like it. What can I do with it? What's next here? Movement. Move 2 point. So I start from the speakers. This is the starting point, and this is the movement. And then I can move back to speakers. That means that I'm gonna stay in one place. Yep. So this thing is static. And what if I move to the point here and I can manipulate this point like this, and also in the rear, that means that's gonna work in 5.1 or binaural, hopefully, yes. It does support binaural sound, guys. If you ask me about my very, very first impression, is it creative? It's amazingly innovative, but is it functional in what I do? I mean, it's that kind of a tool you need to find new ways of working to put it into use. That's my very first impression. But let's tweak the movement maybe again. So it goes in rounds, this left, right, it can go 5.1 like surround sound. It can go in binaural sound. Binaural is interesting if you don't know binaural. Binaural is a technique just using headphones and your ears, and it tricks your brain into thinking that the sound is spatial. And this is a spatial filter based on something called HRTF, head-related transfer function, because your ears, your shape of your head, the distance between your ears creates a spatial matrix for sound in your brain. You can actually measure it, and then you can apply a set of filters. So the sound is spatial for you, like it was coming directly to your ears from the surroundings, not from headphones. I hope it's kind of comprehensive for you guys what I say, that it makes sense. But well, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I really know nothing like it. Do I like it? I don't know. I have to hear it in the mix. Before that happens, I'm gonna try to do like sliding. What's this sliding thing? Yeah, so it doesn't back to the position like only moving and going back when there's no energy, no SPL. It just moves, stays there, it slides, and then it continues the movement. And the output options here do stuff. They sound totally different. They pan the sound in different ways. What's this? Oh, I can randomize. It's definitely crazy, and it makes me think about my music, my mixing and my panning in a completely new way. And the interface is very clean. It's easy to understand what it does, how it works, but I'm telling you, that's gonna need time to put it into proper use, to make it like sound really good, to make it functional. It is going to take time. My first impression is pure wow. I did not know that I can pan my sounds this way And I suppose that was the purpose of issuing this plugin. Let's move to something else. I have this cheesy sequence also on auto panner. I'll turn the auto panning off, and there's something called brightness panner, which suggests it's gonna use frequency range to. The interface is almost the same, and yes, I do have frequency range here, so it's gonna do something similar. Yes, the movement's the same, the stereo output's the same. I liked Bloomline most, and yeah, it's gonna use the pitch probably of the sound and the frequency range to pan the sound, not the SPL, not the dBFS level. Sliding. Let's see what it does on drums. This one, it's the functionalities, the architecture, the idea is the same. It's just got different input trigger to manipulate the panning, but I feel like okay, from static to movement, and this is the kind of movement I really like. And let's get back to the keys. Yeah, this is some really very slight movement on this, but I also like it. And let's finish with the solo thing and this brightness panner. I like it, though. I really do like it, but I have to tell you that I definitely need to spend more time with it to find proper usage for this, because this is not an obvious thing, guys. This is like something extra you would never think of that's there, and that you can pan your stuff like this. Yes, it is a creative chance. It is a way of making your music something new, something unheard, probably, in some aspects. But there is a learning curve, not in the interface, but in the general idea, like to grasp this thing, like mentally, really. Anyway, I like it. I'm gonna play it to you once again. And that's it for today. And I hope to see you very soon with more audio goodies to come. Take care.